There is a strange comfort in preparation. We make plans. We create backups. We build contingencies. We spend years preparing for moments we hope will never arrive. A city buys fire trucks. A nation builds an army. A company hires experts. A family buys insurance. Not because they want disaster, because disaster eventually comes. The question is simple. When the emergency arrives, will you use the thing you prepared? Baseball gives us this question in its purest form. A manager sits in a dugout. The season hangs in the balance. And waiting beyond the outfield fence is the best weapon he possesses. Ready, available, prepared. The weapon never leaves its holster. Most people assume regret comes from action. History suggests otherwise. The deepest regrets often come from restraint. The call not made, the opportunity not taken, the conversation avoided, the risk postponed, the talent unused. We spend our lives preparing, training, learning, accumulating experience, building reserves, building capacity, building strength. And when the defining moment arrives, many people hesitate, not because they are weak, not because they are foolish, because uncertainty is persuasive. What if a better moment comes later? What if this isn't the real emergency? What if I need this resource tomorrow? What if I use it too early? So we wait. The great irony of preparedness is that the future never arrives in the form we expected. The emergency never announces itself. The crisis never sends an invitation. The moment simply appears, then asks for a decision. Now, not later. Now, the manager waits. The game grows tighter. The pressure builds. The crowd grows louder. The weapon remains untouched. And eventually, the game ends. The debate begins immediately. Why didn't you use it? What were you saving it for? What exactly were you waiting to happen? Years later, nobody remembers the details. They remember the question. What is the value of preparation if you cannot act when the moment arrives? Organizations struggle with this. Governments struggle with this. Families struggle with this. Individuals struggle with this. We save our energy, save our resources, save our ideas, save our courage, save our best selves for later. But later is often a mirage. The future arrives disguised as the present. The opportunity arrives disguised as uncertainty. The defining moment arrives disguised as an ordinary decision. The manager did not lose because he lacked preparation. He lost because preparation alone is not enough. Preparation creates outcomes. Decision creates outcomes. One without the other is incomplete. The greatest tragedy is not having no answer. The greatest tragedy is having the answer and never using it. That is why this story endures. Not because of baseball, because every person has something sitting in their bullpen. A skill, a dream, a relationship, a strength, a resource, a vision of themselves, waiting, ready, prepared, unused. And eventually life asks the same question baseball asks. What are you saving it for? I'm Mr. Baseball, and this has been Decisions, a Smell Baseball podcast.